And Woody likes the crooked cock.
Dust.
Can I ask you about the ham thing?
The ham.
When I watch the maybe you've noticed this, maybe you haven't. When I watch the compilation, right, a lot of comments and focusing on a clip saying, "Why does he keep smelling his hand?"
So you know how?
Oh, you have a story for this.
You know how like frat boys will like finger a chick and they'll be like, "Bro, smell my finger," and they sort of like relive the thrill of fingering a chick by smelling their own finger. He does that with food.
No,
I'm making that up. That's just something me and I made up once. See, now that's just a joke. What's actually happening is he has a tick where he like does something weird with his nose and like does this or something. He's not really smelling his fingers. That's them trolling him because they know he'll respond to it over and over. Just like
I think the tick's getting worse because the funny thing is I watch these compilations and I thought to myself, well, maybe he's not really this bad. I'll go watch him on Twitch. And I swear to God, the 5 minutes of him that I watched is every compilation video. First, it was him saying, "I hate this game. This game is stupid." And then he smelled his fingers, and the chat was like, "Oh, he's doing it again." And then he's like, and then he starts talking about his sub loss. And it was ticking every box that every compilation video had done, and it was a random stream. I just picked it out of the blue to watch.
That's why I prefer the term compilation video to troll video, right? A troll video would be making up lies about him, like he did for me. A compilation video just accurately represents what Wings has been doing lately.
Well, that's why they're able to pump that content, those compilation channels can pump it out so quick. It's because they're not curating a huge amount of content. They're going, oh, look, a stream from today. Boom, 4 more videos. Because they're really just kind of accurately representing it. I'm sure.
There is
Save That Money? Is this one from today?
Yeah, this is Take That Money. And it's to that Little Dicky song, Save That Money. Save that money. Gonna save that money. Except this is Take That Money. Okay? Like there are there's different grades to this stuff. There's our favorite one is
I know it.
It's Mr. Big Guy.
Okay,
and it's to the beat of Mr.
Beatles song, Mr. Blue Sky, I think, or something like that.
I don't think it's the Beatles. But it's Mr. Blue Sky. And it's to that, and it is high quality.
Is this one we want to watch with Jim?
Oh, we can't
because of the music.
Oh, it's got music in it.
Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'll be checking out. You want to name these videos? I will be checking out each and every one of them. You tell me the name. Yeah, I'll be looking at every single one.
Like these are the cornerstones of the Wings of Redemption quadrilogy or whatever. It's must see TV. Like, I'm fascinated by the guy. I have long said that his career shouldn't be piddling around with gaming videos or Twitch content or anything like that. It should be a reality show. We've probably all seen Honey Boo Boo, or at least know of it. It's garbage TV. He's so much better. If you think he's interesting, or at least bizarre enough to be fascinating, you should meet his extended family.
He kind of reminds me of Bam Margera's uncle. You remember Bam Margera on his MTV? The uncle I'm talking about?
Vito?
Yeah, Vito, the big guy.
Yeah, with the lazy eye, and then he died a few years ago from being so fat.
Yeah, Don Vito was a pedophile. Yeah.
Was he really?
It all comes back. Mr. Medicare.
No, I remember him. There was one really nasty episode where he had a infected toenail or something, and he's showing it off, and I was like, this guy is just, why would you do that? And
and they were he was dipping it in their shots at a bar or some shit like that.
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm trying to think of more classic Wing stuff.
Sex assault on children. Margera 51 was accused of fondling 3 girls during a public appearance at Colorado Mills. They were 13 to 14. He grabbed their breasts and buttocks. And pedophile.
God, it keeps coming up.
So Wings is obviously much closer to Woody and Kyle because the 3 of them started PKA together. I think if you asked Wings, he would say he started it. I don't have nearly as much exposure to Wings, but I am in the spot that he used to be on this show. And so he does not care for me. And
that's one thing I wanted to ask, I guess, to get your perspective on this, because I do find this interesting. Mm-hmm. I know he's got a decent-sized YouTube channel. He had a following for a while. He had a lot of people watching him because the content was kind of fresh and new, and he was one of the first people there. But it seems like there's an inverse thing going. He was big and now he's dropped, and you guys were kind of smaller and now you've just skyrocketed into doing stuff. Is that am I getting that right, or am I getting this wrong? Because it seems like he had like 200 people watching his stream when I went on there on Twitch. In the middle of
he would have
just
definitely
200.
had more back in the day. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know, and he drives people away, right? Like he's continuously banning people. You know, that's the thing with him is he's banned so many people, and he doesn't sort of embrace the people who come there for like the show, as it were. Like if he just embraced the character of Wings, then he could be very big. He could have 1,000 people a stream because he routinely gets 600 people in there, and about half of those are there for the rage.
He should
They're
be
there
Wings
to
the Angry Gamer, right? You know, he should have a bunch of stunt controllers that he tosses at the wall again and again. And
yeah, he does that a lot. I in the compilations, it must have been like 10 controllers in total. He'll just
He
whip them at
maintains
the wall.
that is one stunt controller and that he doesn't actually break
that
them.
is-
He's
no,
saying
that's a
No,
lie.
no, no.
That's a lie. His Twitter banner
incorrect.
is a broken control. No, he does say it. I'm not saying
okay.
that you're lying. I'm saying that he is. He broke a controller in the freaking Syndicate 1v1. We've done shows before where he's like, I'm up
the
to 11
Syndicate
controllers.
1v1.
That's
the
a good one to bring
Syndicate 1v1. So I don't know.
Is that when he? I think I vaguely know this. Like I said, I'm still kind of like, I've made my way through the compilations. I've had my girlfriend tell me her stories of them laughing at him from back in the day, and I've heard some of the rumors and stuff. Was this the one where he challenged somebody to a 1v1 and then he threw like a shit fit because he lost?
Let me lay this one out.
it's exactly that.
So
Yeah, hit me with the story on this.
we have a guy on our podcast. Wings is one of our hosts at the time. This is maybe 4 years ago. And the guy is known for being the best Call of Duty Zombies player on the planet. And his YouTube channel is kind of skyrocketing, largely because he's so good at Call of Duty Zombies.
6 years ago, Woody.
6 years ago, thank you.
Yeah.
What Wings doesn't realize is that he's actually good at the multiplayer version of Call of Duty as well. That's what he did before he got famous. Anyway, during the show, for hours and hours, Wings is wildly disrespectful to this guy. Just shutting him down, acting like he's not a gamer. Like, you know, he says that he'd be much better at zombies on his first game. He doesn't even play zombies, but if he were to, he'd be much better than the best player on the planet. He's telling him...
And this was not like banter back and forth. It was Tom or Syndicate being very courteous back to Wings being pretty aggressive and rude.
Perfect.
So he's goading the guy nonstop,
Yeah.
basically shitting all over him.
Goading implies shitting all over him is better. Goading implies like a level of social sophistication that isn't there.
That he doesn't have.
Right. So he's just shitting on this guy all show long, and then at one point he challenges him to a 1v1 on Bog. Now, a thing you need to know about Wings is his style of gameplay. He's actually very, very good at these across the map sort of accuracy based thing, you know, where we're both behind cover, we both have 2 or 3 pixels to aim at. That is Wings' cup of tea. That's what he's strong at. So he sets the rules up and he says, we have to use M16. It has to be on Bog. It has to be, he lays it all out there so it's to his advantage. I'm host, which is another big thing, because I'm in North Carolina, Wings of Redemption's in South Carolina, and Syndicate is in the UK. Right, so Syndicate has all this lag and trouble to deal with, whereas Wings is next to host practically. Right, he's a couple hundred miles from me. Mm-hmm. It goes on. Wings loses, and to get into the details of it, he gets behind, which means that he has to start taking some risks, you know, to catch up, and that just leads to being further behind. And eventually, he throws the controller, rages, and blames me for streaming it. As if it were a surprise. I mean, we all agreed they were going to stream 1v1. It was like there's thousands of people watching. Well, he goes ballistic, and he asks if we can turn off the. In the aftermath of it, we're all like, you know, it's okay, Wings. Like, I understand this sucks. I've been there. And he's like, what? I don't fucking suck. You shut up, you fucking faggot. To me, right? That's what he's saying. I'm being nice to him. He's cursing me out, calling me a faggot, stuff like that. I try to like change the topic and play 1v1 against a different guy. You know, like let's just put that in the past and move on. He doesn't want that. He wants to end the stream, so we do. After the stream ends, he's continually threatening this guy. He says he's going to break his teeth out with a mag light, that if he was there, he would kill him. And he goes like nuts on it. And Tom, on the other hand, is also known as Syndicate, is just being cool about the whole thing. Like, look, man, you know, you win some, you lose some. Like, don't make too big a deal out of it.
Why is he getting so? I guess this would be my mindset. You said this guy is really good, top of the rank, right? Like
at zombies.
And not the zombies, yeah.
But I mean, so he just the game in general, then he would be proficient at, I would imagine. So
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going against somebody like that and you lose, you'd be like, okay, well, I lost. Maybe you talk a little bit of shit, but you'd be like, well, the guy's good, right? I got a loss. I got a loss.
Wings thinks he's
You would
great.
think so.
Wings is self-appreciation is out of this world. You know, he legit thought for a while that he was better than all the pro gamers, that he was better at quick scoping than the quick scopers, better at zombies than the zombies guy, better anyone that at everything. He plays all his games on hard mode, right? As if that was some sort of like, you know, qualification to be an outstanding gamer. So he was surprised that the number one zombie player on the planet was better than him. He didn't see that coming. And you say, why is he making such a big deal out of a loss? You also have to recognize, maybe you do, that it's not just a game to him. This is his living. This is his sense of self-worth. This is like being good at games is not just his finances, but who he is. That's like, as a man, he is a dominant gamer. That's one of the
Did you mention the part where he tried to bribe Syndicate to lose the rematch?
We didn't get there.
Wait,